Hello, Louisiana.
Hey, Louisiana Beer Reviews, kids. We are looking at a product from Parleaux Beer Laboratory. This is a nano brewery in New Orleans, down around the Ninth Ward, whatever area they call it.
Along the Mississippi River.
Yeah, it's where two neighborhoods meet. Some claim the Ninth Ward, the other claim the Marigny. It's got a pelican and a plane flying around above a pink Louisiana swamp. So this is a Brett session, dry hop in New England, Motueka hops.
Motueka, yeah.
Motueka. Sound like a girl, I know. Motueka. All right.
Yeah, so it's not in the Marigny. It's not in Faubourg Marigny. It's in Bywater, which is in the Ninth Ward. Bywater.
Okay. And here you go. I expected it to be pink, but it's not pink.
And there's a railroad track that runs right, almost like through the property of that brewery.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And there's a good barbecue joint down there.
Called the joint. Ooh, look at all that stuff. That's what you like.
Yeah. And there's a
Good
good seafood.
Jonka.
Look at this big chunk. There's a good seafood restaurant down there called Jack Dempsey's. Can I see the can?
Oh, absolutely. You can see the can.
I might be loaded since I asked to see the can. I'm probably drunk because
I'm sure this video will never make YouTube.
I did a video at like 6 hours ago. Okay, Brett Saison, which means session. Dry hop with New Zealand Motueka hops. 1 pint, 6.6. That ain't really a session. That's kind of... Oh, can condition, so it's got live yeast in the can. Ale with Brettanomyces, which is a type of, well, if you want to call it fungus.
That's that stuff that people buy to get their gut in order.
And it smells like a horse blanket at a barn.
I don't know if it smells like a horse blanket.
Yeah, a horse blanket.
I have never been around a horse blanket.
I have. I've been in stables. It does smell like a horse blanket.
It smells like... It smells like the French countryside with hay.
No, I've never been to France, but I've eaten French bread. Yeah, it just has that kind of like weird horse blanket sweat. I've got Limburger cheese. That would pair perfectly with this. You know, strong aromas.
You're trying to take over the video and not let anyone else describe what it is they're smelling. I'll say something, you go... Yeah, there's this. It's almost like a sour baby bottles. You know where the baby bottle sits for a little while after the baby drank out of like the old school room before they put the little bags in there, and the milk or the formula would go dry.
Right, that's
what it kind of smells like a little bit.
And that's not a weird aroma, is it?
No. All right, kids. Well, for the taste, you know, it's got like a little dirty water to it.
The appearance. Now let's look at the appearance. There's no head of foam. There's no lacing, and it looks like apricot juice.
Yeah, kinda, and dirty.
Apricot juice.
Cheers.
So if you want a beer that smells like an old baby bottle, this could be one for you.
Keep on talking about it.
There is some sort of like. Yeah, now that you put that in my mind.
It's kind of like got that Flintstone vitamin effect going on to it. After you're a kid, you eat the Flintstone vitamins.
I like the George Dickel whiskeys. They smell like and taste like Flintstone vitamin.
Oh, well, go ahead and drink this and quit smelling it. You might agree with me.
There was some other aroma that I picked up, but I couldn't quite grasp it.
Drink the beer.
Do not ever give me orders. All right. I don't know about this flavor.
Yeah, it's kind of off a little bit. There's I don't know. Maybe this is what they're going for. Maybe they're going for the Flintstone vitamin aftertaste, smell of a baby bottle with a formula set for a while, dirty kind of smell. I mean, I don't. Maybe that's the way this stuff's supposed to be. I can see why it's not popular. Like I haven't seen these all over the place. They're not. You know, out there in mass production.
It's kind of in line with those Belgian Saisons, farmhouse ales. They all have that kind of weird, like, fermented kombucha type of
Yep.
funky monkey taste.
Yep.
And that's why people call it horse blanket, because like a sweaty horse and the blanket's saturated, which most people probably wouldn't really want to drink.
Appreciation about what a sweaty horse, huh?
I don't have any interest in horses or horse racing, but it's just that people use that description to describe that. I don't know, man. It's weird. You know, the weird thing about this one, I've had a lot of Belgian ones, and they have good lacing and good foam and everything. This one is just like juice.
There is no foam or anything going on with it.
The sweetness is like kind of low. It's like 2 out of 5 sugar cubes. The bitterness is like 0. I'll give it 1 out of 5 bitterness units, but it's really not bitter in any way. It's kind of thin-bodied. The finish is kind of sweet, semi-sweet.
No. The finish is sourish. It's sourish.
Well, that's like a...
I don't know where. I'm not getting any kind of sweetness on this at all.
I'm getting sweetness. But I was drinking all day. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm out of my mind. I can't taste stuff. That's probably why
This video is never going to make it. Never. I'll never see this video.
Man, I recognize some
I'm
of
not
the,
tasting any dry hopness.
I recognize some of the flavors, but I can't place them. It's like I want to say Pez. I don't think it's Pez. But it could
It's
be
a
some other
Flintstone
kind
vitamin thing.
Yeah, it could be some other kind of candies.
Like kid chewy vitamins, chalkiness.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Almost
It's
like
not knocking my socks off.
Nah, almost like bazooka gum in some ways, like that. Yeah.
Nope, I'm not getting that Belgian gum. Nope.
Yeah. It's like coriander. That's what it is. It's like coriander, like you get with like even with Blue Moon. Yeah. Ouch. This beer is well, it's okay.
It's strange.
It's not something I'll be chasing down. Let's see. I'm gonna save some for a photo. I'll give it a give it like a. I want to say a 78, like high average, but it is sort of good. So I give it a 80, a B minus. It's like kind of good, I guess. Yeah. I think that's
I'm going to give it an 84 because I believe they did everything they want to do with this. The only downside that I find about it is that I'm not tasting any kind of dry hopness in it. And I don't know if that's because it's sat for a while, because we all know that dry hopness in any kind of a beer bottle or dry hop in a can, it's that fresh hopness that only lasts a couple weeks. We've experienced that with other dry hop beers. Lagunitas, Parish beers, there's a couple other ones out there that have made dry hop beers and they put them out. I'm not getting the dry hopness. I don't know how old it is because there's no date on the can, which is another downside.
Oh, really?
It got all those flavors that I expected to get, you know, the farm ale beers, you know, but it was kind of flat.
It's kind of flat. That's
Yeah.
another thing.
The carbonation was real low in it, which I'm not appreciating because a beer is supposed to be carbonated. It's not supposed to be flat. That's why it gets an 84. It's a very unique style. You know, I appreciate the company making it, but I just wish, well, maybe just ain't my jam.
Yeah, I don't even really know how unique it is. I think if you get a bunch of Belgian, like that one with the little kid that's on the statue, you know what I'm talking about? It's kind of like that. And I mean, I'm not. People are gonna get the impression that I have some kind of like hidden agenda to attack Louisiana produced beers, but I don't. I like.
Hey, look, you make a beer, you stick it in a vessel, you put it out there for sale. It's going to get reviewed. I really wish we could have gave this a more favorable score because, you know, I kind of like the little guy out there trying to make a unique product. To me, it is a unique product, you know. But there were a couple of things missing with it that it had it been more carbonated, had I been tasted dry hopness in it, had it been a little bit more of a Belgian style where you taste almost like that bubble gum of banana in it, yeah, it would have got a better score, but it's just not there.
Well, it's usually more like the German Hefeweizens, you know. Next door to Belgium, you know, next door, across the border.
Yeah,
But,
that's like East Bank, West Bank. I mean, come on.
All right,
Same.
Herr Garlipede. Von Garlipede. So we're coming out at an 82, but yeah, I mean, you can get a lot of beers that'll score 82, but you're not going to pay a lot, you know? So,
Well, you know, honestly, also, this is one of those little places, and we've been there.
remember
It was
that
a
night.
long time ago.
I remember that night.
And, you know, you gotta be a certain age, you gotta be a part of a certain clique, you gotta have a certain look, you gotta have a certain way you talk.
And I felt so
To
sick that
be
night
there.
because we drank too much of that port wine. Remember I brought that port wine from Europe
Man, that was like 9 years
and I
ago.
drank,
Oh, when we drove the truck,
let's see, 3
we went all the way out to 40
7
Arpits.
years. So it was, but that port wine, we drank too much and
It was more than 7 years ago. It was in 2015.
It was 2017. Because I didn't meet
Alright.
you till 2016, so we didn't go like back in a time machine. But so we went to 40. So we drank the port wine, which was a big mistake. That stuff is rich and it's.
Yeah, it was 2017.
And so then you wanted to go to some place, but then it turned out you wanted to really go somewhere else. So we went to 40 Arpent, which is gone.
Mm-hmm. In Chalmette.
Araby.
Same.
Araby.
That's
and
like
then
East Bank, West Bank again. Come on.
then they like oddly closed in the middle of the day, which I thought was strange. And then they were out of business about a month later, 2 months later. Then we went to Parleaux, and then I just remember like, oh man, I just want to get home, you know. But anyway, all right. So yeah, 82 out of 100, you know, average. Do what you can, you know. Try to be
Well,
fair.
we got one more beer that I bought from this organization, this brewery, and it's going to be done soon, not today.
Okay, well that'll be interesting. All right, so so thank you folks for watching Lazy Le Bon Temps Relay, and we're going to end this review by saying y'all go to New Orleans, Louisiana, and take a brewery tour, which in this case would be very short because they're small.
It's real small. You got like a little courtyard. You can go hang out. You get tired of that. You can go across the street and get some barbecue
Or go another block and a half and get seafood.
if you want to. Barbecue places are kind of like right there. Barbecue places here. It's here.
Yeah, but then they moved the pit, right?
No.
It's a new location. It used to be on Poland Avenue and then they
Yeah.
moved.
It's closer to the brewery.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You can walk around the neighborhood and check it out.